Do 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 do. What's happening, guys? Yours truly here, Xavier Smith. And in this video, we are getting ready to get on the train to talk about my day at the VA. So if you're interested in my journey post pulmonary embolism, then you want to stay tuned. I got something on my teeth. You want to stay tuned and stay on board because that's what we're going to be talking about. If you're not interested in that, well, let this train pass you by. No matter what you do, there is much love for you here and now. So with that being said, let's just get started. I want to welcome you to the Mr. XL Smith Show. And just let you know that I'm so super duper happy to be alive. And that's we're going to be talking about, some of the things that I have experienced since the journey of my pulmonary embolism that happened last week on the 11th. Then I was in bedridden for like 3 days. And then I got released around, I think, Saturday, Sunday timeframe. And I'm talking about, what I've been experiencing since then. So if that's you, if you're interested in that, you want to sit here and join me and be with me, connect with me, then let's do that. I'm going to check in real quick and see what we got for comments. There's my man, Steve. What's happening, Top Dog? Stay strong, my friend. That's what he says. And I will do that. I accept that. And I will do just that, my friend. Thank you so much. He also says, looking good. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I also want to tell you that I'm rocking my Be an Asset, Not an Ass t-shirt. Because, what we'll talk about today is how you set the day with intention. So I'm a big believer in if you can win the morning, you can pretty much give yourself a better chance on winning the rest of your day. So I like to start my day with stuff like this. I go into every situation asking myself, how can I be an asset, not an ass? So how do you start your day? That's the question. Hey, if you have any answers to my questions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and I will do my best to acknowledge you because that's who I am, and I want to let you know that I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the connection. So there's that. So I meant to put these on before I started because I'm going to be talking to you about my day real quick and my day at the VA. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. And this, I'm going to put my ticker up just so you can see what we're going to be talking about. Make sure I cover everything. I had my weighted gloves on because I took a 2-mile walk after my whole day spent in Phoenix. And those of you that know me, I know that I'm fortunate to be able to work from home. So most of my clients come to me. I don't really drive that much. And I'm fortunate, thank you, Jesus, Hercules, that I don't have to do that. So when I have to go out and travel, I'm not a happy camper. Well, I shouldn't say that either. I learned how to say thank you in all situations, even if it's something that I don't like or something I can't control. But that's a whole nother issue. So there's that. Now, I got these on. I'll talk to you about these weighted gloves in case anybody out there who is actively fitness minded and you want to ramp up your cardiovascular system without doing the same old. That's me. I boycotted the traditional gym probably back in 2007. Haven't been back since, and I've been killing it with helping other people learn how to get better at the game of life through fitness, my style, right on the other side of that wall. So there you have it. You're looking at somebody who has been able to achieve about world all over the internet. I've got some reviews. There are about 140 of them, and they all are 5-star reviews. So I thank the good man upstairs for that. So if you are coming on board, be sure to drop some hearts, drop some comments, drop some thumbs up. Let me know who you are, where you're from. I'd love to connect with you and, see what we can do together. So there's that. So that's a favor of me to you if you come on board. And if not, then you watch this replay later. Please be sure to use the hashtag replay so I'll know that you're catching this at a later date. So let's talk to you about my day. First, I want to give you some education. Hold on. We got a comment. Hey, what's happening? So, my girl Krista, what's happening, champ? Hello, Hercules. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being on the train. However long you can stay, you are appreciated. So, appreciate that. Today, we want to talk a little bit. I'm going to give you, my plan is to give you a little bit of education about some of the medication that I'm on right now. Okay, so if you don't mind, I'll tell you a little bit about apixaban, aka Eliquis. So if any of you out there are in the space of medication, I'm going to educate you on what they gave me as my personal protocol. What is the most important information I should know about apixaban? Apixaban increases your risk of severe or fatal bleeding, especially if you take certain medications at the same time, including some over-the-counter medicines. It's very important to tell your doctor about all medications you have recently used when it comes to apixaban. Call your doctor at once if you have signs of bleeding, such as swelling, pain, feeling very weak or dizzy, bleeding gums, nosebleeds, heavy menstrual periods, or abnormal vaginal bleeding, blood in your urine, bloody or tarry stools, coughing up blood or vomit that looks like coffee grounds, or any bleeding that will not stop. Apixaban can cause very serious blood clot around your spinal cord if you undergo a spinal tap or receive spinal anesthesia, epidural, especially if you have a genetic spinal defect, if you have a spinal catheter in place, if you have a history of spinal surgery or repeated spinal taps, or if you are also using other drugs that can affect blood clotting. This type of blood clot can lead to long-term or permanent paralysis. Get emergency help if you have symptoms of a spinal cord blood clot, such as back pain, numbness, or muscle weakness in the lower body, or loss of bladder control or bowel control. Do not stop taking apixaban unless your doctor tells you to. Stopping suddenly can increase your risk of blood clots or stroke. So that's something I'm going to need to be concerned with, because my disposition is I don't like being on medications in the first place. But considering that I had a heart attack at 29, and just last week I had this pulmonary embolism incident, the history is showing me that I might need to consider, at least for a little bit of time, 6 months to a year, I need to be on this. That's what they're telling me, and I'm just repeating it back to you, just in case you are going to be in need or know someone that will be in need of that. And thank you by the way, for that thumbs up or that heart, whoever that was. I appreciate you. I love you. I promise you, if you show me love, I'll show it right back. Okay, so we talked about that. Let me just spend a little time spotlighting the team of doctors that have been with me ever since. And I feel so blessed and just amazed at how connected we all are as humans. And the fact that I've been getting phone call after phone call of doctors, other people who don't know me from Adam, who have been checking in to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's just awesome that happens. But to some of the people that I need to say thank you to, follow up with Dr. Bekteshi. Hello and thank you. Follow up with Dr. Hassan from nephrology, yeah. Follow up with my primary care physician. And I think that's the doctor who called me today when I was going through the drive-through car wash, and she was making sure my milligram strength was on point. Then I have a follow up with Montrepagada. I think I'm butchering that name, but you know what I mean. And then follow up with Dr. Labidi from cardiology. These guys have been phenomenal. And I'm talking everybody from the time I checked in at the VA all the way to when I got whisked over to Gilbert Mercy, and everybody that's involved in that. I thank you. So I appreciate you guys. Let's see. I wanted to talk to you about your hydration. One of the best things you can do right now to prevent yourself from getting blood clots, drink your water. Okay. This is round number 2. This is a 70-ounce water bottle. And as you can see, I'm almost done with round 2. It's cloudy because that's lemon water, okay? Not cloudy because I don't have, good hygiene. It's cloudy because it's lemon in there. So there's that. So that's what we're talking about. I just want to get in front of the camera and do my best to educate. I like to educate, not manipulate. I got a ton of these little Xisms, as I like to call them. So I just presented you some information about apixaban, aka Eliquis. I put the spotlight on some of my team of doctors that have been instrumental in my recovery, and I thank you for that. And now I'm talking about my walk. When I got home today, we were talking, I can't work out like I really like to, not yet. So I'm, back to doing the basics of walking. And because of that, I like to do as much as I can to, make sure my walks or experiences are as effective as possible. So I take these weighted gloves. They're about 2 extra pounds. And I do my little shadow boxing while I'm walking. So we ended up doing 2 miles. And my arms are feeling like, it takes me back to when I was amateur boxing in the Air Force. And some of the drills that we had to do. So I did some lateral stepping and, just trying to ramp up the heart a little bit, just kind of get it going again, just to see how it handles it. And I'm telling you guys, man, my breathing, I love it. And it's so much better because 2 weeks ago, I was at a wedding trying to do my thing on the dance floor and I could not catch my breath. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, X, you look a little peaked." Well, that's little did I know back then that was the start of this pulmonary embolism getting ready to erupt. So I am so blessed to be here because this thing could have traveled up into my brain and stroke or something even worse could have happened. So thank you, Jesus. So there's that. So we talked about water. I mentioned my weighted gloves. So I have a link somewhere in here if you're interested in getting these because I have these available on my online store. So there's that. Let me know what else you guys have in mind as far as questions, because like I said, I'm on a crusade. Oh, that's what I want to do. This is gonna trip you out. Watch. I want to share this with you. Hold on. How many people die of blood clots every year?
According to National Blood Clot Alliance, on average, 274 people die every day from blood clots. 107 to 130 cases of potentially deadly blood clots occurred each year per 100,000 Caucasian individuals from 1985 through 2002.
All right, so there's another report because we did this earlier, and the numbers came out to about between 200 and 300,000 people per year die of blood clots. All right, so I've decided that I'm going to be on a crusade. My mission. I didn't start my live stream by telling you what my mission is, but I've been sent here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. Today's no different. This is part of my mission because I'm now on a crusade to help educate, not manipulate, people on what they can do to avoid. Since I've already had the experience, now I can speak from a position of authority because I've lived it. I've survived it. And when I was 29, I had a MI, myocardial infarction. So there's a few things that I can speak on with, absolute confidence. And I'm here to help, guys. I know we were talking about some frustrations in my business, as far as like helping people have trust and confidence in what I do. And I realized because there's a lot of bad apples that people have, abused other people on, as far as talking a lot of game, but not really delivering on it. And I realized that I want to build an empire built on transparency, integrity. And sometimes because people have been burnt in the past so long, they get a little gun shy when it comes to trusting someone. So I realize this is a marathon, not a sprint. So that's why I'm here, guys. I'm here to let you know I'm not perfect. I got a lot of stuff to improve on. That's why improve is in my mission statement, because at the end of the day, there's something I can get better at. So there is that. I'm kind of digressing, but I think I feel like it needed to come out. So there you have it, guys. I'm at 15 minutes. I wanted to be around 15 to 20 minutes and just kind of be with you as you are with me, as you come in and chime in and connect with me. I promise you that's what I'm going to give back to you. Earlier, I posted that it's so great to be at such a high frequency that you don't need anything but to give. And that's really what I'm trying to do here, is give you my energy, give you my life at your service. How's that? So there you have it, guys. Now, like I said, I'm here to express my life and the way it's happening for me. And about that, your language matters, internal and external. So here's the difference between a victim mindset and a victorious mindset. Because I was in prison for about 17 years because I had a victim mindset. I thought the world owed me something. And although I never set foot in a jail cell, my mind is what imprisoned me. Okay? My mind is what imprisoned me. So for 17 years, I was living like that. And now that my eyes are open and I think about things and I see life through a different set of lenses. Okay? Very well. So today I'm here to tell you that I now see life through both my feet being planted in gratitude and appreciation for others. And that's what I intend to, how I intend to live my life and connect with people and serve them at their moment of need and continue building from there. So I hope that makes sense. Now, if you watch this later and anything resonates with you, please feel free to post what resonates with you. What am I saying that makes sense to you? What am I saying that turns you off? These are things that I'd like to know, because I want a relationship with you, but you got to let me know who you are. I kind of think of myself as the waters of the Serengeti, and all the wonderful animals in nature all come to that water for life. The water doesn't chase the animals. So that's kind of how I see things. All right, guys, I think I've digressed enough. We talked about a Pixaban. We put the spotlight on the team. We talked about my day at the VA. And man, I met some beautiful people at the VA that have been so helpful, because I went from the VA to another office, which was right down the street from the VA. And because I need to get my service connection rating up a little bit higher. And that's what they're going to do for me or with me, to see if we can get that rating up a little bit higher. So there's that. But the reason I'm in front of the camera is because I'm here to serve. I'm here to give and, live life on my terms. So let me know what I could do to serve you. That's the question. All right. So we're about to land this train is about to come to an end. And I want to thank you guys for being on board. So let me know what I can do in the future. If you'd like more of this, if you'd like less of this, what can I do to serve you? That is the question that I want to leave you with. All right. So again, I will post some links that, because links and pointing people to solutions that work for you and your lifestyle is how I pay my bills. So if you're into supporting a veteran-owned small business, Hercules. And if you're into supporting the big box business, and that's cool. Like I said, there's still love for you here, because I can't make you choose me. But what I can do is just be a better me. Put it like that. All right, guys, let me know what I can do, and we'll go from there. Until then, I want to remind you to be excellent on purpose. Bye-bye.